Welcome to NFL Blitz Talk, your go-to podcast for weekly game breakdowns, top plays, and hot takes from around the league. Let's dive into the action.
The 2025 NFL preseason kicked off, offering a first look at rookies and new acquisitions.
Travis Hunter made an impact for the Jaguars with 2 catches on their opening drive.
Steelers veterans Juan Thornhill and Brandon Echols made key plays in their debut.
Rookie running back Caleb Johnson had a mixed performance for the Steelers, averaging 2.5 yards on 8 carries.
Broncos wide receiver Trent Sherfield Sr. impressed with 73 receiving yards and a touchdown.
49ers backup quarterback Mac Jones started well but struggled later, including an interception.
Chiefs rookie left tackle Josh Simmons showed promise in pass protection.
Cardinals backup quarterback Jacoby Brissett looked comfortable, throwing 2 touchdown passes.
Jets quarterback Justin Fields led a touchdown drive in his sole possession.
Packers rookie receiver Matthew Golden made 2 positive plays on his 2 targets.
Titans quarterback Cameron Ward rebounded from a slow start to lead a touchdown drive.
Buccaneers first-round pick Ime Udoka Egbuka made a highlight reel 21-yard catch.
Rams rookies Josiah Stewart and Chris Paul Jr. stood out on defense.
Cowboys quarterback Joe Milton III struggled with accuracy and threw an interception.
Vikings cornerback Sam Howell had a strong performance after replacing starter Jay McCarthy.
Texans rookie tackle Ariante Urzuri performed well in pass protection.
Titans running back Tyjae Spears is expected to be out for a few weeks with a high ankle sprain.
Head coach Brian Callahan confirmed this news on Sunday after Spears suffered the injury during the preseason opener against Tampa Bay.
Spears was seen leaving the locker room on crutches and wearing a walking boot on his right foot.
The injury occurred just before halftime when Spears made a 13-yard catch out of the backfield.
Callahan had hoped for a more balanced rushing attack this season, featuring both Spears and Tony Pollard.
Pollard had 260 carries last season compared to Spears' 84.
As a rookie in 2023, Spears appeared in all 17 games alongside Derrick Henry.
He rushed for 453 yards and 2 touchdowns, and also caught 52 passes for 385 yards and 1 touchdown.
Callahan also provided updates on other players, including defensive tackle Te'Vondre Sweat.
Sweat recently had his tonsils removed but will rejoin the team for joint practices with the Falcons.
Guard Blake Hance and center Lloyd Cushenberry III could also return to practice this week.
Cushenberry is currently on the physically unable to perform list due to an Achilles injury.
Rookie safety Kevin Winston Jr. has missed 4 consecutive practices for general maintenance.
Winston suffered a torn anterior cruciate ligament last September but returned for this year's training camp.
Cornerback L'Jarius Sneed is nearing a return, though Callahan did not provide a specific timeline.
Sneed is on the physically unable to perform list after a knee procedure in May.
The Houston Texans have added safety Jalen Mills to their roster to address depth concerns.
This signing comes after safety C.J. Gardner-Johnson sustained a knee injury during practice.
While Gardner-Johnson is not expected to be sidelined long-term, his availability for Week 1 is uncertain.
The Texans also faced another setback with the recent arrest of safety Jimmy Ward.
This is Ward's second arrest in 2 months, raising further concerns for the team.
Ward's first arrest involved a felony charge of assaulting a family member and impeding breath circulation.
His second arrest was due to violating his previous release order by testing positive for alcohol.
The National Football League is currently reviewing Ward's case under its personal conduct policy.
Jalen Mills brings valuable veteran experience to the Texans secondary.
He was a 7th-round draft pick by the Philadelphia Eagles in 2016.
Mills later signed a 4-year contract with the New England Patriots in 2021.
He most recently played for the New York Jets last season.
Over his 9-year career, Mills has played in 115 games, starting in 91 of them.
He has recorded 59 passes defended, 8 interceptions, and 450 tackles.
The Texans hope Mills can provide stability and depth at the safety position.
The team will continue to monitor the situations involving Gardner-Johnson and Ward.
Jaguars kicker Cam Little successfully kicked a 70-yard field goal in a preseason game against the Pittsburgh Steelers.
This impressive feat occurred at Everbank Stadium as the first half concluded, although it will not be an official record.
Little admitted to some initial doubt but was confident due to extensive long-distance field goal practice during training camp.
He mentioned previous attempts exceeding 60 and even 65 yards, expressing a desire to test his limits.
The kick cleared the crossbar with several yards to spare, surpassing Justin Tucker's current NFL record of 66 yards.
Tucker achieved his record-breaking kick in a regular season game against the Detroit Lions at Ford Field in 2021.
According to the Elias Sports Bureau, there have been 8 unsuccessful 70-plus yard field goal attempts in the Super Bowl era.
Little celebrated enthusiastically with fist pumps, receiving a congratulatory shove from holder Logan Cook.
Travis Hunter was the first teammate to reach Little, giving him a chest bump before he was surrounded by the rest of the team.
Jaguars coach Liam Cohen expressed his amazement at the kick, describing it as pretty cool.
Little, a 2024 sixth-round draft pick from Arkansas, had a strong rookie season, making 27 of 29 field goal attempts.
He also made 5 of 6 attempts from 50 yards or more, including a 59-yarder tying the franchise record.
Cohen called a timeout with 1 second left in the first half, specifically to allow Little to attempt the 70-yard kick.
Both Little and Cook were eager to attempt the kick, and Little described adrenaline as a key factor in his success.
Little kept the football as a souvenir and admitted he did not clearly see the ball cross the crossbar due to his height and the offensive lineman.
However, he knew it was a good kick based on Cook's excited reaction and the feeling of the kick itself.
CeeDee Lamb was penalized after a referee collided with him on the sideline during the Cowboys' preseason game against the Rams.
Lamb was not playing in the game but was standing on the sideline when side judge Anthony Jeffries ran into him.
Lamb was anticipating a big play from quarterback Joe Milton III and was celebrating prematurely.
He was standing on the white area reserved for officials and was hit from behind by Jeffries, who was following the play.
Cowboys coach Brian Schottenheimer acknowledged the incident and stated the team needs to be more aware of sideline boundaries.
The Cowboys received a 15-yard penalty for unsportsmanlike conduct on the play.
The Rams were also penalized for pass interference on the same play.
Referee Alex Moore explained that such forceful contact in the restricted area is a rare occurrence.
The Cowboys did not dispute the call and accepted responsibility for the infraction.
Lamb was unharmed in the collision and was seen laughing about it with teammates.
Quarterback Joe Milton confirmed that Lamb seemed to be fine after the incident.
Schottenheimer expressed his disappointment with the Cowboys' overall discipline in the game.
The team was penalized 11 times for 83 yards, including pre-snap penalties and the incident with Lamb.
Schottenheimer emphasized that penalties like the one on Lamb are unacceptable in the National Football League.
The Cowboys ultimately lost the preseason game against the Rams, 31-21.
The incident with Lamb highlighted the importance of sideline awareness for players and coaches.
Matthew Stafford, who is dealing with a back injury, threw 68 passes during a Saturday workout.
Rams coach Sean McVay reported that Stafford threw the ball well and looked good during the workout.
McVay noted there were no limitations on the types of throws Stafford made, including deep, intermediate, and short passes.
Stafford was present on the sideline for the Rams' preseason opener against the Dallas Cowboys on Saturday night.
He has not practiced during training camp due to back soreness.
The plan is for Stafford to return to practice on Monday and participate in individual drills.
When asked about Stafford still experiencing pain, McVay deferred the question to Stafford himself.
McVay previously stated that while the Rams are being cautious with Stafford, he would be available to play if it were the regular season.
The Rams and Los Angeles Chargers have canceled their planned joint practice on Wednesday.
McVay explained that the Chargers are a little bit banged up at this point in training camp.
The Rams had not planned for Stafford to participate in the joint practice anyway.
This was due to the uncontrolled parameters of practicing against another team, according to McVay.
Stafford's workout is a positive sign for the Rams as they prepare for the upcoming season.
His return to practice on Monday will be another step forward in his recovery.
The Rams will continue to monitor Stafford's progress and manage his workload.
They hope to have him at full strength for the start of the regular season.
Minnesota Vikings wide receiver Rondale Moore suffered a significant injury to his left knee in a preseason game against the Houston Texans.
This injury occurred on Moore's very first play back after missing the entire 2024 season due to a right knee injury.
Vikings coach Kevin O'Connell described the situation as heartbreaking, pending the results of an MRI.
Moore has had a history of injuries since being drafted by the Arizona Cardinals in 2021.
He missed 9 games in 2022, due to various ailments.
He also missed all of 2024 with a dislocated right knee suffered while in training camp with the Atlanta Falcons.
Moore signed a one-year contract with the Vikings this offseason.
He was expected to be the team's punt returner and a potential number 4 receiver.
The injury occurred on a punt return when Texans linebacker Jamal Hill tackled Moore near the sideline.
As Moore went out of bounds after a 2-yard gain, Hill appeared to pull Moore awkwardly over his left leg.
The injury was serious enough to require a cart to take Moore off the field.
Moore's visible frustration was evident as he slammed his hands on the cart.
Coach O'Connell expressed his empathy for Moore and the difficult situation.
O'Connell spoke with the officiating crew about the nature of the tackle, questioning if it was an illegal hip drop tackle.
He stated he needed to review the play further before making a definitive judgment.
O'Connell did not believe there was any malicious intent on the part of the Texans player.
Jayden Reed has joined the growing list of injured Green Bay Packers players, raising concerns about the receiving corps.
Reed wore a walking boot on his left foot during and after the Packers' preseason loss to the New York Jets.
Coach Matt LaFleur expressed concern and hopes to have Reed back before the regular season begins.
ESPN reports that Reed has a sprained foot and is considered day-to-day.
Reed declined to provide details about his potential return to the field.
He has been the Packers' leading receiver for the past 2 seasons.
Several key Packers receivers were absent from the game against the Jets.
Christian Watson is still recovering from ACL surgery and will not be ready for the start of the season.
Dontavion Wicks and rookie Savion Williams were also sidelined due to injuries.
The Packers are also expected to be without starting cornerback Nate Hobbs and safety Xavier McKinney for the rest of the preseason.
Reed has experienced a series of foot issues during training camp.
He previously dealt with a toe injury and a foot problem caused by a shoe, but this current injury is unrelated.
Reed explained that the latest injury occurred after he cut wrong during practice.
He feels that his training camp has not truly begun due to these setbacks.
The Packers' offense struggled against the Jets, with penalties and sacks hindering their performance.
Coach LaFleur expressed disappointment with the team's overall performance, calling it sloppy football.
Kansas City Chiefs safety Deshaun Bush is expected to miss the entire 2025 season due to a torn left Achilles tendon.
He suffered this non-contact injury during Saturday night, his preseason opening loss against the Arizona Cardinals.
Bush fell to the turf while attempting to change direction and accelerate upfield.
Coach Andy Reid and quarterback Patrick Mahomes consoled him before he was carted off the field.
Reid commented on Bush's performance in training camp and confirmed the need for surgery.
He expressed his disappointment, highlighting Bush's positive attributes as a player and person.
Bush, a 9-year veteran, was aiming for a spot on the Chiefs' initial 53-man roster.
He joined the Chiefs in 2022 and contributed to their consecutive Super Bowl victories.
One of his most memorable moments with the Chiefs was an interception in the 2023 AFC Championship game.
This interception occurred in the second half against the Baltimore Ravens and contributed to the Chiefs' victory.
The injury is a significant setback for Bush and the Chiefs.
The team will now need to adjust their plans for the upcoming season.
Bush is expected to undergo surgery and begin a lengthy rehabilitation process.
His absence will be felt on the field and in the locker room.
The Chiefs will explore their options for replacing Bush at the safety position.
They will likely consider both internal and external candidates.
Liz Loaza explains her reasoning for ranking Raiders rookie Ashton Jeanty higher than Eagles star Saquon Barkley in fantasy football drafts.
This discussion is relevant for those preparing for the 2025 fantasy football draft season.
ESPN Fantasy provides a comprehensive draft guide with rankings, projections, and mock drafts.
This guide caters to both seasoned players and newcomers to fantasy football.
The guide includes cheat sheets, player projections, and depth charts for offense and defense.
Various ranking types are available, including staff consensus, superflex, and dynasty rankings.
Mock drafts are provided for different league formats, including PPR and superflex leagues.
Expert analysis is offered on undervalued and overvalued players, as well as potential breakouts.
The guide also features advice on late-round picks and players to target in specific draft strategies.
Statistical insights are provided to help inform draft day decisions.
Discussions about bounce-back candidates and players with touchdown potential are also included.
Analysis of individual players like Drake May and Ashton Jeanty is provided.
The guide also addresses injury outlooks for key players and offers guidance on navigating the fantasy football app.
Additionally, resources for team naming and league customization are available.
Strategic advice for different league formats like salary cap and IDP leagues is also covered.
Finally, the guide offers insights into Dynasty League strategies and player values based on the 2025 schedule.
La'el Collins is back with the Dallas Cowboys for a third time, hoping to secure a roster spot.
He previously played for the Cowboys from 2015 to 2021 and briefly returned to their practice squad in 2023.
Collins expressed his commitment to protecting quarterback Dak Prescott, referring to Prescott's daughter as his niece.
He started 71 games for the Cowboys before joining the Cincinnati Bengals in 2022.
His time with the Bengals was cut short due to a torn ACL and MCL.
He spent the 2024 training camp with the Buffalo Bills but did not play in any regular season games.
Collins acknowledged the difficulty of returning from such a serious injury.
He expressed gratitude for the opportunity to return to Dallas, calling it home.
Collins stated that he currently weighs 300 pounds, his lightest weight since high school.
He confirmed that his knee is healthy and he is ready to play right tackle, with the ability to move inside if needed.
He is currently wearing number 72, but hopes to reclaim his usual number 71.
Collins attended the retirement ceremonies of former teammates Zach Martin and Tyron Smith.
He shared that he told them he is not ready to retire yet.
He expressed his support for them as they transition to the next phase of their lives.
Collins remains focused on his own playing career.
He is determined to continue playing at a high level.
Fantasy football season is exciting, but staying on top of all the information can be challenging.
It can be difficult to remember every player and their potential impact on your draft.
This cheat sheet is designed to help you make informed decisions during your draft.
Whether you are choosing between running backs or searching for a late-round sleeper, this resource has you covered.
It is a curated list of players we have discussed throughout the preseason.
This cheat sheet provides a quick reference for key players without requiring extensive reading.
You can use this tool to quickly access important information during your draft.
It includes rankings and analysis of sleepers, busts, rookies, backups, and value picks.
For more in-depth analysis, you can explore the links provided in our Fantasy Football Draft Guide.
This printable cheat sheet aggregates information from various sources.
It is a valuable tool for both casual and serious fantasy football players.
Having a consolidated resource like this can give you a significant advantage in your draft.
This cheat sheet allows you to create a league with customized settings.
You can adjust league size, scoring, and rules to fit your preferences.
The goal is to provide you with the tools you need to have a successful fantasy football season.
This cheat sheet can be printed for easy access during your draft.
It is a convenient and effective way to stay organized and informed.
So utilize this resource to draft wisely and maximize your chances of winning.
Derrick Henry nearly achieved a second 2,000-yard rushing season, falling short by only 79 yards.
Despite this impressive performance, his average draft position is significantly lower than Saquon Barkley, who did reach the 2,000-yard mark.
Henry offers excellent value in later rounds, having finished in the top 5 fantasy running backs for 5 of the past 6 seasons.
Saquon Barkley, while having a phenomenal season, has only achieved this twice in his career.
Henry is a consistent performer, despite being older than Barkley.
He has a proven track record, making him a safer pick in later rounds.
This year's Do Draft list highlights undervalued players like Henry.
These are players consistently targeted in mock drafts and actual drafts based on their value relative to their average draft position.
Brock Purdy experienced a decline in touchdown passes from 2023 to 2024.
Despite a timeshare in Detroit, David Montgomery has been productive in terms of scrimmage yards and rushing touchdowns.
Tyreek Hill experienced a decline in performance in 2024 after 2 strong seasons with the Dolphins.
Mike Evans has consistently surpassed 1,000 receiving yards in each of his 11 NFL seasons.
Jakobi Meyers is a safe wide receiver pick who outperformed 18 other wide receivers in PPR points last season.
Travis Kelce, while coming off his worst fantasy season since his rookie year, was still outscored by only 4 other tight ends.
He remains a valuable pick in later rounds due to his high target volume and red zone presence.
Investing in rookie tight ends like Colston Loveland and Tyler Warren is a viable strategy.
Evan Engram and Tucker Kraft are potential bounce-back and breakout candidates respectively.
Isaiah Likely could emerge as the Ravens' top tight end option.
Patrick Mahomes, Kansas City Chiefs quarterback, has developed a strong interest in the business world, drawing inspiration from athletes like LeBron James and Michael Jordan.
Mahomes is partnering with beverage industry veteran Michael Fidele to launch Throne Sport Coffee, a ready-to-drink cold brew.
This venture stems from Mahomes' own coffee-dependent lifestyle, which began during his rookie season with the Chiefs.
Long offensive meetings led him to start drinking coffee, initially with sugar, before switching to black coffee for health reasons.
The beverage industry is highly competitive, with hundreds of new brands launching every year.
Fidele, who has experience working with Kobe Bryant and Body Armor, acknowledges the challenges but sees Mahomes as a valuable partner.
Mahomes is the lead investor and second-largest stakeholder in Throne Sport Coffee.
He is actively involved in the business, receiving weekly updates and providing feedback.
Mahomes hosted an event for retail executives to introduce his cold brew, demonstrating his commitment to the brand.
He recognizes the importance of these events for retailers to learn about the product and the people behind it.
Despite his success as an athlete and spokesperson for various companies, Mahomes is still relatively new to the beverage industry.
Fidele chose Mahomes as a partner after observing many athletes and active adults drinking black coffee for energy without the sugar and calories.
Mahomes emphasizes that he is not just the face of the brand, but is actively involved in growing the business.
He tested the product throughout the 2023 season, ensuring it provided the right energy without the jitters.
Mahomes even sought feedback from his teammates, stocking their refrigerators with Throne Sport Coffee.
The drink has become a staple in the Chiefs' quarterback room, with a rule that anyone who takes a coffee must replace it.
The 2025 college football season is approaching, and NFL scouts are focusing on several universities.
Scouts are visiting schools, talking with coaches, and evaluating prospects for the 2026 NFL Draft.
12 schools are highlighted, categorized into tiers based on potential draft prospects.
Penn State is in the top tier, with cornerback Drew Aller as a key prospect.
Aller returned for his senior season after considering the 2025 draft.
Scouts admire his physical attributes but seek more consistency in important games.
Penn State also boasts a strong running back duo and several potential Day 3 wide receivers and offensive linemen.
On defense, cornerback A.J. Harris is highly ranked, and the defensive line shows promise despite losing Abdul Carter.
Clemson is another top-tier program, with defensive tackle Peter Woods as a leading prospect.
Edge rusher T.J. Parker and transfer Will Helt bolster the defensive line.
Quarterback Cade Klubnik enters his third season with high expectations after a strong junior year.
Wide receiver Antonio Williams is a top prospect, and the offensive line has 4 returning starters.
Oregon, also in Tier 1, features offensive tackle Isaiah World, a transfer from Nevada.
The Ducks have a strong running back duo, a top tight end prospect in Kenyon Sadiq, and promising defensive players.
Texas features quarterback Arch Manning, but his draft eligibility remains uncertain.
Linebacker Anthony Hill Jr. is a top prospect, and the team has a strong backfield.
Other schools in Tier 2 include Alabama, with offensive tackle Kadine Proctor.
Georgia features linebackers C.J. Allen and Raylan Wilson.
Notre Dame has running back Jeremiah Love, while Ohio State boasts safety Caleb Downs.
Tier 3 includes LSU, with quarterback Garrett Nussmeier, and Arizona State, with wide receiver Jordan Tyson.
Texas Tech features edge rusher David Bailey, and Indiana is an under-the-radar school with quarterback Fernando Mendoza.
These programs and players will be closely watched throughout the season leading up to the 2026 draft.
That's a wrap on this week's NFL Blitz Talk. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next time with more gridiron fire and fearless breakdowns.
Thanks for tuning in to NFL Blitz Talk. Catch you next time.